supplies are being rationed to keep up with the unprecedented coronavirus panic shopping.
Within the past couple of hours, the Italian Prime Minister has announced restrictions on movement across the entire country.
The Dow collapsing around 1,900 points today. Its worst single-day loss ever.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
Fear has truly gripped this world. In recent days, our world has been captivated by a virus that has brought fear into the hearts of this world. And because of it, people are panicking. People are facing this reality of fear in a way that perhaps they never have before. And so quickly, I want to talk about two aspects of fear that we need to recognize as Christians. In Psalms 56, verse 3, the psalmist said, "What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee." First, I want us to notice that fear is an emotion. And as an emotion, it is a real part of what it is to be human. And therefore, we should not deny its reality or try to act like it doesn't have an impact in our lives. Fear is an emotion, and as such, it is something that we all face and we all deal with. And we shouldn't deny it, but instead recognize that it's there. At the same time, we shouldn't allow it to control our lives. Even though it's real, even though fear as an emotion will try to grip our hearts and we do feel its impacts, we should not allow it to control our lives. The psalmist says, "In what time I am afraid, I will trust in God." He doesn't deny the reality of fear, but chooses in the moment of fear to put his trust in God. Secondly, I want to talk about fear as a spiritual force. You see, the enemy wants to take fear and make it more than just an emotion, but make it into something that impacts our spiritual life. The Bible tells us that we are not to be ignorant of the enemy and his devices, his schemes, his plans. And one of the plans of the enemy is to bring fear into our life that will cause us to lose faith in God. And so in the midst of this fearful time that we're living in, as believers, we are to not walk by fear, but we're to walk by faith. And the enemy wants to use fear as a spiritual force to cause us to walk in unbelief. God has told us that He has not given us a spirit of fear. And so therefore, this spiritual force of fear that would try to steal our victory, that would try to steal our spiritual joy, doesn't come from God, but comes from the enemy. And so we need to recognize the reality that fear can have a spiritual impact in our life, and we have to reject that and instead put our faith and our trust in God. So today, I just want to encourage you to recognize that maybe you're feeling some fear in your life, and to not deny that, but also not let it control your life. And then secondly, not to allow the enemy to bring fear into your life that would control your spirit and cause you to lose spiritual victory in your life. Today, I would just want to encourage you, we don't have to live in fear. God is in control, and as His children, we can walk in faith knowing that He is with us every single day, no matter what we face.